The burden shouldn't be on the Mohawk mothers to have to go to court with their own resources and their own time just to put in place a basic respect for human burials.
The Mohawk Mothers are calling on McGill University and the Quebec and federal governments to search and protect potential unmarked graves they believe to exist at Montreal sites like this one, the old Hôpital de la Miséricorde. The group is behind the recent push to search the former Royal Victoria Hospital in Montreal, where they say trained dogs have detected human remains.
Hôpital La Miséricorde actually was a house for unwed mothers, so that were pregnant out of wedlock.
These circumstances are going to pave the way to have a process in place for when, because I can't do everything. Our group can't do everything, but we can certainly pave the way.
The group says respecting human remains is an issue of public interest, and that proper funding and resources must be provided to Indigenous investigators seeking to protect possible burial sites in the province. So far, the group says there are approximately 200 sites across the province that need to be investigated.
The list of institutions where Indigenous people were sent to and who made a request to include it in the settlement for residential schools, but that weren't included because they were hospitals or orphanages or sanatoriums.
The group also says they face challenges during the investigation at the Royal Victoria Hospital.
There still is no recognition that this is Indigenous-led. It seems like they still want to run the show when that's not what it's about. It's about doing the right thing.
City News reached out to McGill University for comments, but did not hear back in time for broadcast.
Everyone who were victims of this and succumbed to it, they deserve an answer, and they didn't die for nothing. We have to make it that what happened to them, worth comes out of it. Value comes out of it. If it's just a lesson, then or pushing us to do harder or work harder, then that's what it needs to be. We can't let them have died for nothing.
In Montreal, Swidda Rassy, City News.
In an emailed statement to City News on Wednesday morning, McGill University says an agreement was reached by multiple parties involved in the old Royal Victoria site. And the next step, as detailed in the panel of 3 archaeologists' report, is to use ground-penetrating radar, which will take place later this month. The agreement stipulates that Indigenous cultural monitors appointed by the Ganyankehaga, Gunninst and Sarah may be present during the investigation of the site. McGill University fully respects this agreement and is committed to complying with all regulatory requirements for exploratory archaeological work.